It's the show after the show.
Whoa.
Oh,
We learned a new word.
No, we
Don't
didn't.
they?
No, we didn't.
Don't
I
they?
apologize to anyone who actually uses the Spanish language. As producer Butters and I are probably offensive on multiple continents and multiple Espanols. We're sorry. Just need to be said.
Lima, are you offended?
I mean, I know you guys, so not really, no.
Okay, good.
See, that's generally how that goes, though. You can't really ask that sentence because if someone knows you, I feel like it's easy not to get offended. Like, if someone comes in and purely hypothetical, this definitely didn't happen, and says a friend of theirs dies, and you panic and have no idea what to say, and you say, well, at least you don't have to buy gifts anymore. If they know you, that's probably not offensive. Anybody else might have a problem with that.
Now I want to know who
fair.
this was.
It was purely hypothetical.
Oh, okay.
It definitely didn't happen.
Definitely did.
Well, the wink is really throwing me off here.
It shouldn't. Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
So, does your family have any weird superstitions?
No.
Explain.
So,
Explain
so
yourself.
St. Patrick's Day is coming up, right?
Uh-huh.
And generally,
I
it's
thought it was this weekend.
was it this weekend? Did I miss it? I don't know.
I thought it was there was a bunch of celebration Saturdays. So I
Okay,
just
well then
assumed
it was
Saturday.
sometime this month. Gee, I can't keep track of anything.
I don't.
Regardless,
I know. I'm
not
clueless.
the point. So, St. Patrick's Day happens sometime.
Oh, it's on Thursday.
Okay,
It's this Thursday.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
have to wear green or I'm
So
gonna
why did
pinch
they
roll.
celebrate this last weekend? Why not?
because it's a drinking holiday, and
Yeah.
you could celebrate on a Thursday, but most
Yeah, but I
normal
mean,
people-
why not celebrate it closer to the holiday?
They
like
probably
this
are.
weekend?
There's probably going to be other
Oh,
celebrations.
2 weeks, two
Yeah,
weekends in
2
a row.
weeks of drinking.
Hey.
Smart. Okay.
Hello.
Anyways,
Ironically enough, in college, St. Patrick's Day was not one of the most popular drinking holidays.
It wasn't.
I'm going to feel terrible about saying this because I apologize
Was
for
it
Spanish.
Halloween?
Well, Halloween is one. Cinco de Mayo is one.
Cinco
and New
de
Year's
Mayo
is one.
is so bad.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is. Those were the three big ones, surprisingly. Not St. Patrick's Day, birthdays you would like get
Well,
obliterated
let's be
for your
real
21st.
though. Cinco de Mayo is an American holiday to just
It's
get
fair.
drunk
It's fair. And eat tacos.
and eat tacos. Yes.
Which, to be honest, I don't need a holiday for. To be honest, like I'm just okay. Oh no, I gotta eat tacos. Oh no. Anyway, okay. So back to the point at hand.
oh no.
Yeah, right. Back to the point at hand. So St. Patrick's Day's coming up. Irish holiday, right? So there's luck imagery associated with it,
Right.
right? Because you kiss the Blarney Stone, the four-leaf clover, Irish stuff, right? My mom believes that $2 bills are lucky. So this weekend, a card came in the mail, and I got one because they're supposedly lucky. I can't handle the look on your face. You're
yeah.
welcome to comment at any given time. That's the reason I brought this $2 bill in.
Okay. Well, I kind of think myself that $2 bills are kind of lucky, but I don't necessarily like. I don't know if
Pray tell.
I don't know. They're rare, so
I've heard, yes, that the $2 bills are lucky, but every time I have one, a series of unfortunate events happen to me. So to me, it's unlucky.
Okay, so now I'm trying to
$2 bill hate you.
They do. It's
see,
not fair.
See, now I'm trying to think back because there was once upon a time that Ashley and I had built up a collection of like $26 in $2 bills,
That's awesome.
and then decided we're like, well, what are we gonna do with these? Just let them stay here forever? Like, nope. And then we put them in the bank. So I'm trying to decide back if I think that there was a stretch of good luck there, maybe a little bit, because I put this in my wallet because I'm taking it to the bank. I get cash in my wallet. I'm planning to go to the bank and just be like, thanks for the $2, and it goes.
Do they just destroy them?
What?
The $2 bills?
I don't know.
I think it would run the same way as anything else. It's just not in normal circulation. So, like, I think the bank would just hang on to it, right? Why would they not?
Or the teller's like, I'll take the $2 bills and I'll give you $2 bills.
I mean, that's how my mom
Two
used to come
$1
across
bills.
coins that I used to collect. Is the same way when she was a cashier. She's like, oh, trade this quarter for that quarter and pocket that quarter.
Yeah. Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to believe that it's good luck, but
You would.
I probably, if I had a $2 bill, I probably wouldn't cash it. I'd keep it.
You just leave it in your wallet forever and ever?
No, I would put it somewhere safer than my wallet.
Oh.
I have one.
A $2 bill?
Yes.
Where's
Used to
it
be
at?
on my fridge, actually.
Where's it at?
I don't know where it's at, actually.
Sounds lucky.
I do have it, though, somewhere.
I believe you.
It actually might still be on my fridge. It's like, you look at something,
Yeah.
it's there every day. You just ignore what's there now. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
Yeah. It's like when
Unless
you're
something new shows up.
It's like when you're in high school and people ask you to explain how to get to a class, and you're like, I don't know, I just follow my feet at this point. I gave up. Like you just figure it out, and then your brain just goes, and you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just follow me.
Yeah.
I'll take you there.
I can lead you there. I can't explain it. Let's just go.
I might have moved it because I was like, this is probably not a safe option if I want to keep this bill. So I think I probably moved it, but I don't. I might. I have like a little box. I won't say box. Well, yeah, it's a box. Not like a cardboard box. Not a wooden box.
A shoebox?
Not that fancy.
Like a safe box.
A broke box.
Oh, a broke.
A broke person box. Anyway, I put all my like collectible things I want to keep in there, and it's probably in that box.
I keep saying,
Yeah, you broke it.
I got a broke people box. So like anything that's like shiny, I'm like, yeah, you're going in the box.
Yes.
It's
It's
the $2 bill.
it's bigger than a tissue box, but smaller than a box.
That's a wide range because when you say a box, I'm like,
So like a
Like a
shoebox?
moving box, like a small moving box. It's smaller than that, but it's.
oh, you got a lot of collectibles then.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not full, but
Wow. Bruce Butter's got a lot of collectibles, including a
Okay.
very tempting $2 bill.
Okay, here's something odd, and maybe you didn't do, but I do have a box full of like schoolwork that my parents had saved, but I also saved as well.
Okay, see, so the first part, to me, the parents part is not weird. The second part is weird. Because initially, like, I was on board, but, like, you and I are the same age. And so every time I go home, my parents are like, eh. And I'm like, no. And they're like, eh. And I'm like, absolutely not. Throw it away. What do I want with a history test from a junior year?
See, that's not what I kept though.
It's usually like, what I kept, my parents kept, and then I kept were like the things I did from like kindergarten to like 6th grade,
Yes.
and my report cards.
Yeah.
See, that's
And, like,
fine.
all
If
of
they
the
wanna keep
certificates.
those moments, I don't want them. I don't care. The grades and stuff like that. So up in my room, and I think they've started to take them down. They put up all the like those stupid certificates you get and pictures and stuff. And I have mementos from like marching band where like we had these books that everybody signed each year. That stuff's all hanging up in my room. And one day I might take that. But like, here's a 2nd grade spelling test you got a B+ on.
No,
Like, throw that in the trash.
I don't have that. I went.
No,
through
we
all
don't
of
have
it.
that. Yeah.
I went through all of that and threw that away, and I don't care about that.
I never
It's
gave
just
that to
fun
my
to go back
parents
through
to
and look
begin
and
with.
see what kind of crappy grades you had. It's funny because the beginning of the trimester, because we went by trimesters here.
Yeah.
It was I was doing really well, and then by the end I was like, well, I just hope I pass.
Senioritis kicked in hard. Bruce Butter second
That
grade
was every year.
Every
Single year.
second grade
Yeah, we're gonna do good. We're gonna do all the homework. We're gonna get A's. I'm gonna be on the honor. I did make the honor roll once, so
Hey,
that's good.
high five,
Listen,
buddy.
it's kind
I
of fun
believe
to
in
look
you.
back at my report cards too and see where I decided to be not an A student anymore, because my grades went from like all A's to C's, F's, B's,
So we didn't have.
and it happened in middle school.
So we
in
didn't
case
have,
anyone's wondering.
Cache County got rid of D's, so you can't get a D.
Did I say D's?
No, you said C.
Oh,
So wait,
we
what
don't
is
get D's
what is
either.
the spell? What is the grade
So
range?
it goes
then?
A, B, C, and then F.
So like, what happens from 60 to 69?
That's an F.
It's an F.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
You fail.
Yes.
dang, ouch.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they
There's
did that.
no leeway.
That's
Are you kidding?
that's what happened while I was going through school. So yes, I did fail a class.
I'm pretty sure I did, but it was so when I was a senior. Everybody has to take a semester of government, a semester of economy, right? Government econ, right? So econ is fun because the basis of the class is he has this like old Oregon Trail type game, but it's based on selling pens, and you have to develop like a research and
So
a
like
price
lemonade
point.
stand.
Yeah, I mean, same idea, right? And your
Right.
grade's based on how well your business does, and we crushed it, so it was great. That classmate was fun then because we won. But in government, it's not a very interesting subject matter, and so like I kid you not, my government class had 25 kids in it, and on a daily basis, 20 of us fell asleep. Because he just stood up there and lectured and just talked and talked and talked. So I would be surprised if I got anything better than a D in that class, which probably should have prevented me from graduating because it's a high school requirement. But it didn't, and I finished.
That's funny.
What?
So when I was going through, my parents are like, well, you need to take all the AP class, not IP. AP
But I got
classes.
beer on the brain.
Yeah.
Take these IPAs.
Well, that's not what I was thinking, but okay. Anyways, the AP classes, so you can get some college credit because you're going to go to college and all that
Yeah.
fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so I took AP History,
Right.
AP Math,
Yep.
I believe, AP English.
Uh-huh.
All three of those classes, I got in there and I was like, you guys are all speaking gibberish to me. I got to get out of this. I had no idea. And maybe I'm just dumb or what, but they're like the English class, who is the protagonist? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
So I don't think you're
Yeah,
dumb. I just
what?
think you communicate. I think you communicate differently.
Listen.
The main character.
I got that. I got that now.
He figured it out.
Now
Don't
it bothers me.
Basically. But back then I was like, I don't care about this.
Honestly, okay, so when I was in high school,
You snorted.
you did.
Bruce Banner's like, I don't give an F. I don't give an F. Get me out of
Is
here.
this music? Because I don't care.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so I think my I don't give an F time came when I was like a junior, and I hated my pre-cal class, and I hated my U.S. history teacher, not the class, my teacher.
Sure, got it.
And the reason is because she literally was like, here's the book, copy it, handwrite it. And I was like, why? And then she would like say something and this is how it happened. And she hated me too because she's like, this is how this happened. And I was like, no, that's not how that happened. You are wrong. And she would be like, you're not the teacher. I was like, no, but you make us copy the book. And the book says that didn't happen. So you're lying. So I refused to do the homework. I refused to do the busy work, but I got like hundreds and A's on all my tests and she still tried to fail me. I literally had to go to the principal and be like, excuse me, sir.
So
I didn't have a teacher that was out to get me in that regard. I had a teacher that didn't like me that hindered me in different ways. But
they're wow. That went well.
I'm starting
Very,
to see
very
the
well.
struggles in the English
Yeah,
class.
now you understand why I
got
was
it.
like, yep, I need the dumb
it's
English, please.
crystallizing for me.
The dumb English.
Honestly, I think my problem was that
Can I have English
They
with the
were-
backwards H, please?
I think the problem is that they refused to put me in advanced classes or like AP classes because English is my second language. And that was the problem because I was not challenged at all in high school. I was like bored out of my mind.
I had a friend like that too. One of the most intelligent people ever, but if he wasn't challenged and he didn't necessarily apply himself to be the case, he was just like, nope, I don't see the point.
Yeah.
So he was one of the smartest guys, but he would regularly fail stuff because he was just like, this is boring.
Yeah, I think I have a friend that's like that too. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But anyways, what I was going to say earlier is that we had an English teacher that the way that he did the book reports is he would sit down with you, and he would ask you questions.
Okay.
And then he'd like go through, and maybe he already knew what page it was that he needed to go on, and he would open the book and he would say, all right, so it says here on this page, blah, 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 blah. So what happened? And, I can't remember what the site was, but what isn't it like?
Spark Notes?
Yep, I think that's what it
Cliff
was.
Notes.
Where you
Or
could-
Cliff Notes, yeah.
Cliff Notes. Yeah, Cliff Notes. So you could go on and like look at the book report.
Yeah.
So I just went through and read that. Man, did I fail that miserably? Did you actually read this book? And I was like, well,
So full.
no.
I got a good story about not reading a book. I got two actually. So I want to get to the family thing, but real quick. So did you guys had, I'm assuming, student teachers at some point through your high school careers, right?
Yes,
They'd have kids
all the
come
time.
in, like college students to like sort of lead the class for experience.
Yes.
You didn't? Okay.
No.
So basically, college students would come in, they'd be a teacher's aide, and then they'd get to like lead the class occasionally
Eventually, yes.
because they wanted to be teachers, right?
Yes.
So my freshman year, we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird. That was the book. So that's the book we had to read, right? So we take the test at the end. I have kind of sort of paid attention throughout it because I've just never been a big like pleasure reader. It's just not something that interests me. And so we get to the end, and the teacher has a question afterwards. The TA does that says, off the not graded question, but just what's something that surprised you about the book? And I wrote, it surprises me how many people in the class didn't read the book. And she writes back, actually, a lot of your students read the book and they really enjoyed it. I'm like, whatever you say, lady, but that's not how it looks from my perspective talking to people.
That's too funny.
Okay, but also like I like reading. I am a very pleasure reading.
Right.
As soon as the teacher said you have to read this book, I refused to read it.
So
like The Scarlet Letter, never read
never
it.
read that one.
To Kill a Mockingbird, never read
one we
it.
I watched the movie.
Great Gatsby was one
Lord
of
of the
ours.
Flies or something like
No, we
that.
didn't read that one.
Yeah,
I
didn't
didn't
read that one either.
Great Gatsby. So I'm with you. Because I like reading or whatever didn't necessarily bug me, but like I just don't like to sit and read for long periods of time. So my junior year, we had to read The Great Gatsby. Is what the book we had to read, and I was in it with 4 friends. 3 of us do not read in our off time. It's not something that interests us. One of us does. So all we would do is meet him about 10 minutes before class and have him explain to us what happened in the chapter we had to read, and that was all we needed. And then we went in, and then we would just do whatever. That's all we did.
I honestly don't know how I passed literature, honestly, because all the books that they told me to read, I would not read them, but somehow I still got A's and B's in the tests.
Comprehension, just
I
high
don't know.
comprehension. Okay, I don't want to
definitely.
lie about what I titled this. So real quickly, I want to get to this. So have you noticed any of your siblings turning into your parents?
Yes, all of them.
So if I can give an example, and I don't want to say him by name because he's on social media, but a sibling of mine, I feel like has gotten really chintzy about money all of a sudden, and that is a super huge quality of my dad. So for instance, like I'm on my dad's phone bill still. Like we had the family plan, so I just pay my part each month, right? And before we figured it out, like he gave me the login and I would log in. But Verizon was like, oh my gosh, someone's logged in to view your cell phone bill. What a travesty. And they make you change your password all the time. But I would log in, and if I forgot one month, and it was $57. My part of the bill is $57. Like that is not breaking someone's budget. But if I forgot, I'd get reminders like every week, like, hey, make sure you pay this month. Make sure you don't forget that $57. I'm like, it's $57. It's not like I owe him $57 from 9 months ago and I'm just accruing expenses. Well, this sibling now is like that too. I was asking him the other day because you can't bet in Utah, sports betting. You can't do it. It's illegal here still. So
Yes.
I have them generally bet because they don't live in this state. And I was like, oh, hey, can you bet? And they're like, nope. Just flat out. I was like, oh, I'm trying to figure out how to bet. And they've had an app and place bets for me before. The response was, good luck. I was like, okay, getting real chintzy with the money now.
Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it.
I
What about
know,
you?
right?
Would you do it,
I don't know.
Mima?
I just,
I
getting
don't.
real
I wouldn't
chintzy
do it
like
either.
that.
I probably wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't place bets?
No.
Wow. So you're still cool. You suck.
Well, here's the thing. That's foreign to me, so I don't understand it and I don't trust it.
This machine trying to take my money. I'm sure of it. Just one of those
Oh
things
my
they should have
gosh.
taught you in high school, huh, Producer Butters? Because who cares if you know what happens in The Great Gatsby? They made a movie out of it. Watch the Leonardo DiCaprio one. Call it good.
What's the movie where they burn the books?
Fahrenheit 451.
Yeah, we had to do that one.
I didn't get to see that movie, but we
We
read
also
that
got to
book.
watch the movie too.
Full disclosure, talk about idiocy. So we read Fahrenheit 451, and to prove that I just was not paying attention. So there's a scene in the book where the dude has like escaped or whatever, and he's back at his house trying to figure out what the hell he's going to do with his life. And there's like this, like something happens, and he's like, oh, there's the lines like, I felt shaking in my core, like I felt like I was being ripped in half. And I was like, I don't, what happened? Like I missed that. And we go back and reread it. It clearly says some jets flew over the house and shook that blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't know what that meant. Clearly an idiot who's not paying attention at all. It says in the book.
But But anyways, back to your point. No, I don't think I would do that. I also probably wouldn't borrow money to family members.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I intend to fully send him money and vice versa. It's just that it's become like for instance, like if you were going to like pay for something, like if you were going to cover me, I was like, oh, I'll get you back. Like that doesn't bug me for certain family members. There's definitely someone be like, no, like we're splitting it now or it's not happening. But like a lot of people, I'm like, oh, I'll get you now and you can get me whatever later. It's become one of those things where it's kind of like, nah, money up front. Which I guess to each their own. I mean, you're allowed to do that, I guess, because no one's telling you have to pay for anybody else. It's just something that's brand new and it's getting kind of chintzy. And I'm like, when did this happen?
So he's saying he wants the money now, or he won't do it, or he just won't do it flat out?
Not the betting thing. The betting thing just absolutely was like, good luck. Like, I'm not going to do it.
Okay, so was he going to do it like bet for you, or was he going to make his own account and then bet?
No, he has one. He's done it before.
Right.
And so what happened before is I send money, tell the bets, place the bets, and then we figured out if I lose all my money, I lose all my money. If I win my money, we organize it.
So that comes back on him as far as taxes. So that's probably why he won't want to do it.
Don't report gambling winnings unless it's like over $600.
Yeah.
And even then, people, I mean, of course, everyone would naturally report anything they won over $600 to the government.
Listen, I report my taxes good. So.
Well, you can't gamble anyway, so it's fine. It's not like you've ever won over $600.
Very true. I've never had a desire to do that.
There you go. Well, then you don't have anything to report that's not needed to be reported.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I think the most gambling I do is play Loteria with my family, which is like 10 cents a card. So.
Yeah. See, there's nothing to report there. You know, before anybody gets arrested or the IRS shows up, I think this is just a good place to call it. Just call it here. This has been the show.